Hi, I'm Shoestring Jane and welcome back to my channel where I talk about all things thrifty, frugal and money saving. This week, myself and my youngest daughter Izzy decided to try out something called a Be Kinder box, which is B-Kinda, and I was a bit confused and mispronounced it for about half the video. I was calling it a Be Kinder box. I think it's a Be Kinder box. It's run by a charity, St Luke's Hospice, and it's just another way of selling some of the donated clothes that they've got. And we thought it was a good concept, we thought it was interesting. We did have mixed reviews from other people about how good the contents of the box was, but we thought, well, let's give it a try, let's just see. The idea is you get a mystery box, so you don't know what you're going to get. You have 4 items and you pay £15, and that does include postage. So what we're going to do in this video is I got a box, Izzy got a box, we both paid for the boxes, so you'll see us opening the boxes and trying on the clothes, and at the very end we had a Zoom call and had a little chat and compared notes. So watch till the end if you want to see that chat. Without further ado, here we go, starting with my box. Okay, so I've got my Be Kinder box. I assume maybe it's Be Kinder, I'm not sure, that's not how you say it. And here we go. So, got a little card. Hi Jane, I hope you enjoy your mystery box. And then here are my 4 items of clothing. So I haven't seen this at all. No idea whether this is going to be a success or not. Let's see what we've got. So the first thing is a jersey, sort of ruched jersey top. So I asked for a size 14. Actually, that looks quite promising. I mean, today it feels quite chilly, and this feels like a more of a kind of spring summer t-shirt. But yeah, I guess you could wear it with a cardigan. And that is what does it say? Woman Originals. Never heard of it. Smells nice and clean. So it's been washed. It's a nice colour. I like the colour. So okay, that's not too bad. And then it looks like a cardigan. Well, this is new with tags from Betty Jackson and was originally £38, which was €59 at the time. It's probably not that now. Oh, I'm not a big fan of this. First glance, that looks not my style at all. It looks a bit frumpy, a bit old lady-ish. But nice quality. I mean, I'll certainly try it on. It looks a bit big as well. What size is that? It's designers at Debenham. Size 14. And has it got any wool in it? No, it's viscose nylon. So not anything fabulous. Bit not sure about this little bow thing. So we'll see. And then, oh, I do like a bit of animal print. What is this? Looks like a bit of animal print. Oh, it's a dress. So it's an animal print dress. Well, I'll show you this when it's on, but this is not my sort of thing, because although I like the print, I do not wear short dresses. There was no option that I could see on Be Kinder to say, you could say your trouser length that you liked, but you couldn't say that you preferred middies or you preferred short skirts or whatever. And I think that is a shame, because I think a lot of people do prefer one thing or another. So this is a Wallace dress, and it feels a bit viscosy. It's actually to the knee, so it's not really short, so I will give it a try. What's that made of? It is made of mainly viscose, which I thought. So I mean, I'm not bothered, because if I don't like these things, I will just stick them on my Vinted account and sell them. And they only cost, well, for the 4 it costs 15, so I'll easily get that back on anything. And finally, it looks like a pair of trousers, Daymart trousers. I think I actually put my age on there, and I'm wondering, I had seen comments where people said they put an age below their actual age, and I wish I'd done that now, because I think they've sent me old lady clothes But yeah, again, well, I'll try them on because they might just do for walking the dog. I'm not that fussed. So, well, first impressions are, I don't think I'd have picked any of these things up, except possibly the first thing. If I could have got it cheap enough, I don't think I'd have picked any of these up in the charity shop. I quite like the colour of the first one. So potentially I might have picked that up, but probably only for a couple of pounds at a boot sale. So let's see if Izzy does any better. I'm going to give them an actual try. If they look absolutely vile, I won't be showing you them. If they look okay, I will. So we'll see what the next stage is, and then we'll have a look and see how Izzy got on with her box. Okay, so first thing I'm going to try will be this dress. Let's see how he gets on with that. So this is not at all the kind of thing I would wear, and I wouldn't even wear a smart dress these days because I don't go to the office, I'm here all the time. But I definitely wouldn't do this kind of a hoik 'em up and plunge type look. It looks okay. I mean, it's actually not a bad dress. It's okay if you like this sort of style. It's too short for me. It's got pockets though, which is good in a dress. I wish more dresses would have pockets. If it was a bit longer and a bit less plungy, it would be okay. But I wouldn't wear this, but I can think somebody would wear this. They might wear it to the office or whatever. So I think I could easily sell this on Vinted. Not my cup of tea though. Now I thought that these trousers were going to be the absolute worst thing, but actually, although they're not gorgeous, I mean they're quite baggy, but everything's baggy on me, I've got such skinny legs. Although they're not gorgeous, I'll probably keep them just because they would be really practical, comfortable trousers that I didn't care about. I'm going to be doing lots of DIY at our new house. For doing DIY, for gardening, for dog walking. I mean, they're not great practical colour for dog walking, or for any of those things for that. But if I don't really care about them, then actually for £3 for a pair of just kind of chino type trousers, I'll probably keep them. And they're not glamorous. I wouldn't wear them out. I wouldn't wear them to the pub, but they're okay. They could be worse. I'm quite surprised. I thought they would be the absolute worst thing, but I mean, they're so baggy. That's the thing. They're so baggy. I like not baggy, but not fitted either. Something in between. It's quite hard to find trousers and jeans that fit me, but I would definitely keep these because they are practical and I'll use them. So next we move on to the Betty Jackson new with tags jumper, which, I mean, what's this? What were you thinking, Betty Jackson? Assuming you do this. I mean, it's a horrible colour. It's got a quite nice feel to it, but it's just viscose. It's a horrible colour. This is horrible. And I mean, it's new with tags, so whoever bought it obviously did so on a whim and then regretted it later. So I hope they didn't pay full price. I don't like it. If it was a different style, the shape is okay. If it was just a plain jumper without the bow and a different colour, I would keep it, but don't like it. What do you think? I'm sure you'll let me know in the comments. And then finally we have this, just a jersey top, which I don't mind this. This is okay. I would wear this. It's the kind of thing I would have picked up maybe if it had been £1 in a boot sale, or a couple of pounds maybe, but I really like the colour, so that's what would have attracted it to me. But I'm not absolutely sure about all this sort of frou-frou stuff going on here. I think that's going to annoy me. If you want to put a cardigan on top, having those is kind of annoying. But for summer when you don't need a cardigan, it's okay. I don't mind it. It looks all right with jeans. So I'll keep that. I'll keep the ugly trousers, and the other two items I'll sell on Vinted. So I haven't actually lost any money. So I feel okay about that. But, well, I'll discuss it with Izzy, what I think about the Be Kinder box. We've decided that it makes sense. It must be called that, not Be Kinder as I was calling it before. It's not a chocolate bar. So, yeah, that's my try on from Be Kinder.
Hi everyone, I'm back on my mum's channel. I'm Izzy and I'm gonna be showing you what I got in my Be Kinder box. My mum and I thought we'd try these out. I've seen them a lot online. I thought it looked really interesting, and I'm a huge fan of charity shopping and secondhand clothes. So yeah, we thought this would be a really cool idea. I'm sure my mum's already explained to you what it's all about. but you get 4 bits for £15, and you tell them sort of the age you'd like, your height, I think, whether you'd like short or regular trousers, and the colours you like to wear as well. So I chose pretty much every colour except I think it was just like silver that I wasn't too keen on getting, and like blue and green. I don't mind green, but it just depends what colour green. So yeah, there was a couple of colours I chose against, but let me show you what I got in my box. Hi, so I'm about to try on everything in my box, but first I thought I'd show you the item and then I can do a try on for you as well. So the first item I got out of my box, which I was kind of surprised about, but I did choose white as an option I like, so I'm not surprised in that sense, but I'm surprised because it's something that I wouldn't pick for myself, but I actually really like it. So it's a sort of midi white dress, and it's sort of a lacy kind of, it's got like a lining and then it's sort of lacy, and it's actually really nice. It's very see-through looking, so I'd probably have to wear something under it. I'm not sure which brand it's from. It doesn't say, it just says M, which sometimes means like it could be from a market store, or sometimes like places, you know, fast fashion online can just have an M, sort of mass produce things, but that's fine, you know, it's second hand, so it's absolutely fine. But I really like it. I think it's actually really cute. It's, like I said, it's not something I'd usually wear myself or like pick out for myself, but I can see myself wearing it, you know, maybe to like a nice dinner or an event. I haven't been to many events recently, but it's always good to have something like this because I actually don't have anything sort of posh, I guess. The only thing is, because it's white, I couldn't wear it to like a wedding, and they're the only sort of events I tend to go to, but you'd never know. It's cute, I like it, and I like at the top it sort of goes up and then at the back sort of lower than the top. Like, I quite like that. I think that's quite a nice vibe. So I'm going to try it on, we'll see if it fits, and then I'll let you know what I think. So the second item I got was this black jumper. I don't know if it's a jumper dress or a jumper, but it has sort of zipped detailing on the shoulders. It's from a brand called Voulez-Vous, and it's sort of this sort of ribbed knit material. It literally does feel like a jumper, like I could wear it with leggings, or maybe if it is a dress, because I'm quite short, maybe with tights. So it's not my usual style again. I do like black clothing. Black clothing, you know, most of my clothes are black. I just feel like it's easy, flattering, goes with everything. So yeah, but I think it's the zipper detailing I'm not super big fan of, just personally for me, but I do like it. I think it could be cute just with leggings on like a lazy day. I work from home and it's starting to get colder, where I'm sitting still at my desk all day, so it could be cute to just pop over leggings, and just with jeans and boots, you know, popping to the shop or going on a walk, something like that. So it's, you know, it's not my usual style again. It might be too long, but we'll see. Like, it's weird because it's quite wide, so it might, you know, if I do wear it as a dress, I might need a belt, you know, give it a bit more shape. So yeah, so I'll try that on as well. I'm quite excited for this one because it's either going to be something I really love and actually I'm like, yeah, I really like that, or I might be like, oh, it's not for me at all. So it's kind of one of those where you can't really tell until you try it on. Now this next item I'm so excited about. I saw it in the package and I was like, no way, because I've actually been looking for something like this for so long and I can never find something I like, and it's so cute. It'll be perfect for autumn with tights and boots, and it's this checkered mini skirt, very 90s, very chic. Checkered mini skirts of like check is very much back in fashion, but I really like it. I think it's perfect. It's kind of, I don't know if you can see on camera, it's sort of like a camel colour with like sort of red dotted around in it. It's got these faux pockets here, which I think are really cute. It's just a zip up at the back, and yeah, yeah, it's really cute. I'm really happy with this. I'm really chuffed actually. I think I will get a lot of wear out of this. It's something that, yeah, like I said, I've really been looking for something like this, just a sort of a checkered cute skirt that I could wear with a jumper and boots and tights in winter and autumn, and even, you know, in summer, I guess, just this and a top and some trainers or something. I could wear, you know, wear it if I go to a work event. I could wear it out for dinner. It's quite sort of versatile. It's one of those pieces that it's sort of, you could wear it for different occasions. But yeah, I'm really chuffed with this. I really hope it fits. I know it would be just my luck that it doesn't fit, but we'll try it. It's from Next. It's a size 12, and I know Next are pretty good for their sizing. So fingers crossed. I'm really, really excited. So this is the jumper. I don't know if you can see it that well. Let me put that down. So yeah, it's just a cute black jumper. It fits pretty well. Like I said, you know, it's a size 8 and I'm a size sort of 12. But I guess it's oversized for a size 8. So for me, it's perfect. I'm actually really surprised by how much I like the arms. Like, I genuinely thought I'd hate them, just because, I don't know, that's just not really my style, but I like them. And it's opened me up to a kind of new style that's not usually something I'd go for. I'm just wearing sports leggings at the moment, which, you know, it's just cute just after a run, just chuck it on while I make my breakfast. But yeah, I can see myself wearing it with jeans and trackies, a skirt on a night out even. Like, I could pair it with a, you know, a black mini skirt and tuck it in slightly. I think it would add a pop of colour to my outfit. But yeah, I'm actually quite impressed with this one. So thumbs up from me for the jumper. So I'm currently struggling with the dress. It's quite small, so I don't think I'm going to get this on. But, you know, too see-through anyway, you can see my sports bra through it. Yeah. Okay, so this is the kind of jumper dress item that they sent me. It's a bit unflattering, won't lie. It's not really my style. I don't know, I just feel like it's a bit unflattering. These zips just make my shoulders look, you know, very broad. It's just not really for me. I think it is a nice item. Like, if I wore a belt maybe, you know, it's not awful. I think it's more of a dress for me, but I am quite short. But I can imagine someone, you know, just chucking it on with some jeans and a top underneath, like a little vest underneath. Yeah, it's fine. It's not, you know, the item itself is a cute item. Just for me personally, it's not really for me. But that's okay. I think anything I don't like, I'll either see if my housemates want them or I'll redonate them. But yeah, it's from the brand, like I said, Voulez-Vous. I've never heard of that brand before. I don't know if it's a good brand or not, but yeah, it's just not for me. But, you know, it's not an awful item overall. Okay, so here is the skirt. I really like it. I've just started with a black top. This is probably how I'd wear it day to day. It fits really well. The material's really nice. It's soft. It's kind of like a, yeah, like a faux tweed, I guess. But yeah, it's really nice. It's slightly longer than I'd perhaps usually go for. But that's okay, like, I can either sort that out or just wear it as it is. Like, it's not the end of the world. Yeah, I really like it. I'm really happy with this. I would definitely be getting a lot of wear out of this for sure, especially this autumn. Kind of wish the pockets were actual pockets, because I feel like in women's clothing a lot of the time they take the pockets out, but women need pockets too. But yeah, I'm happy with that, and I'll show you how I'd wear it just so you can see the full skirt just in the mirror quickly. So this is how I'd sort of style it, with boots, probably tights, but I just want to show you kind of the full length of the skirt. Yeah, I really like it. I'm happy with it. It's a little bit big, but that's okay. I can tuck a jumper into it in autumn. But yeah, I'm really, really happy with this one. I think this is a big thumbs up from me, this item. So that was my box. I know me and my mum, we're going to have a little Zoom chat about it, but I think overall I was really happy with my box. I think it suited me fairly well for my style. I was quite happy with it, but I think it's hard. It's quite a big risk that you're taking when you do get it, because everyone has such a unique style. It's really hard to pinpoint what people are going to want. I think there needs to be definitely more questions on the site. There wasn't really any questions about skirt length, there was trouser length, but yeah, no skirt length, no dress length. Maybe even things like, do you want sequins on your clothes? Do you want zippers on your clothes? That would have been really good, because, you know, sometimes you just don't want, you know, those zips I had on the shoulder of a jumper. It's just not for me. You know, people have such individual style. I think it is really hard. And obviously it's a great thing, you know, it's preventing landfill, you know, so many millions and millions of tons of clothes go to waste to landfill every year. So it's a really great thing they're doing. But yeah, I think for it to be really successful, they do need to ask a lot more questions on the website. And because I think, you know, if people get one of that, you know, they might get a box they love, and then the next few boxes they might not be happy with. So it's important, I guess, to retain customers that they are really hitting the spot with, you know, 75% of the items every time. Because otherwise I think a lot of people will be like, oh, I'll just go to the charity shop myself, or I'll just buy online, you know, secondhand, go to Depop or Vinted and pick the things I actually like myself. But, you know, I think overall for the price, 4 things even for £15, sort of, what is that, sort of just under £4 an item. So I think, you know, that's a good deal. But again, if it's not things you're happy with, if you get a box where you're like, I'm not going to wear any of this, then it is going to be a bit disappointing, and that £15 could go to good use, especially at the moment, when we're all, you know, saving so much and, you know, struggling to get by, a lot of us at the moment. But yeah, overall I think I had a pretty good experience with it, and, you know, I think I would try it again. I think it's something I would try again. But yeah, that would be my sort of constructive criticism, would be more questions on the website, more in-depth preferences, because, you know, I think if you just sort of blindly pick items, a lot of the time you're not going to hit people's personal preferences, and like I said, that's really integral to the business being successful. But I think overall it's a great idea, and I really, really like the ethos behind it as well.
Hi Izzy.
Hi Mum, how are you?
How you doing?
Good. Very excited.
Good. This is a weird thing for us to do. We've not done one of these videos where we've been recording ourselves having a meeting.
Yeah, very formal. Very formal.
Well, we're in different counties, so that's it, isn't it? We haven't got any other options at the moment. So yeah, so we both had a Be Kinder box. For some reason I was calling it Be Kinder, which is ridiculous because it makes no sense. Obviously Be Kinder makes sense because they're a charity called St Luke's Hospice. So I think it's quite innovative, really, the idea of a hospice, rather than just having charity shops to sell their clothing, their donated clothing, doing something a little bit different. I think, have you heard of anyone else doing it? I've not come across anybody else doing it.
I have seen it. There's kind of similar things, but nothing for charity. And I don't know if the other things are secondhand. So no, I don't think I have seen anything quite like it, really.
No, I haven't. I think I was thinking about it, thinking, well, first of all, my first thing was, oh, are they just getting rid of the stuff that they can't sell in the shops? And then thinking about it, I thought, well, they probably get a lot of items donated, and probably lots of those end up, I mean, I know with our hospice shop, they've got so many different levels, haven't they, here, where they've got their kind of posher shop. I think they call it a boutique, and that's the St Helena one. They call it a boutique, and that's where the most expensive items of clothing go, but they're not hideously expensive still. And then they've got a kind of clearance shop. I think they might have something in between those two, I'm not sure. I think they used to have a vintage shop as well, so they pull out the vintage items separately, but they haven't got that anymore. So they were already trying to do things that are a bit different, and we both love their clearance shop because everything's £1.
Yeah.
And you get small buggers. In fact, I got this. I was looking for a cowl neck, can't see it, jumper, and it is too big for me, but it just looks oversized. So it was £1. I was really pleased with that. That was yesterday. So, but for go back to St Luke's Hospice, you know, you're not spending a lot, are you? It works out at £3.75 for an item, which is more than probably you would pay in store. Obviously less than you would pay at a boot sale or something like that. But to start with, I did think, well, perhaps they're just getting rid of their dross, the stuff they can't sell. But I mean, the quality of the things that we've both received has been quite good, hasn't it? I mean, I didn't perhaps have as much success with mine as you did. I didn't like mine as much. So it is very much taking a risk, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly. That's what I said in my little bit of video that I did. But I'm sure your viewers will see that it is a risk. And I think if you're really particular about the style you like, if you're really, you know, fussy, and there's nothing wrong with being fussy when it comes to what you like and what you like to wear. I think it is a risk, and that's what I said. I definitely think there needs to be some sort of a more thorough questioning on the website before as you go through, because I think there was like 6 or 7 questions about the age.
I think there was 6 maximum. I agree with you. If they really want people, they want return customers, they need to ask more questions. And they've also got these age brackets, and I think because I chose my actual age bracket, I can't remember what it was now, sort of 55 to 65 or something. Other people I know I've seen online have said that they did that to start with and got things that were really quite old-fashioned.
Yeah.
You know, you can be 60 and dress the same as a 25-year-old these days, can't you? You know, you don't go straight into your house coat and winceyette and stuff, do you? People dress the way they want to dress, whatever age they are these days. So I wasn't sure about. I guess I've got to have some indication. But for me, I think what I didn't want to do was end up with loads of tight, short things. So I went with my actual age. But I think I'd probably go down the age group below if I were to do it again. And they definitely need more questions. So that they had trouser length. So from a practical perspective, that's good. You know, you don't want really long things because you're quite short, and I want just regular things because I'm very standard in height. But I don't like short skirts. I'm happy with a midi skirt or a maxi skirt. I don't really want to wear anything shorter than that. And that would have been a good question.
Yeah.
And the colour thing was good. They could have, like you said, you could have said exclude evening wear. Because, you know, like me, when am I going to wear any evening wear? You know, it's very rare that I would do that. And if I did, I'd very specifically want to choose it. So I don't know what other questions. What do you think they could ask to?
I said maybe like, do you like sequins? Do you like buttons? Because I got a jumper with zips on the shoulder, and although it's like nice to look at, and someone else was wearing it, I'd be like, oh, that's quite cute. But for me personally, I didn't like it at all. It made me look bulky.
It definitely wasn't you. It was a bit grungy, wasn't it?
Yeah, I just didn't like. Sometimes I don't like things on my clothes. Like I don't like buttons and, you know, things like that. That's just my personal preference, and I think that would have been good. And you know, some people don't like the feel of certain materials, so maybe I don't like velvet, I don't like sequins, I don't like this. And I think that's the thing, like, although yes, it would probably take them longer to pick out the pieces, you'd have returning customers, because I think although £3.75 an item is pretty good and what you probably sort of pay in a charity shop, people aren't going to come back if they get 2 or 3 boxes repeatedly.
Well, exactly. I mean, for me, it was not successful. There's only 1 item out of my 4 items that I have worn it this week. It's in the wash now, so I have worn it. There's only 1 thing, but I wouldn't have chosen it.
Yeah.
But it's okay, so I'll wear it. But I didn't think, like, you loved your skirts, and was it 2 out of 3 successful with you?
Yeah. So
4 rather.
Yeah, so I had like an evening dress, like a white evening dress, which didn't fit me annoyingly. And then, I had 2, sort of a jumper dress, a jumper and a skirt. And the jumper and the skirt, I think I'll wear. They're really nice. So I was quite lucky with like...
So actually, 2 items for £15 that you will wear is okay, isn't it? It's not bad at all.
Bad. But then again,
I can't remember now. Did we have to pay postage on top?
No, I think postage was included, which is pretty good if you think about it, because it was a big box. That probably would have cost £4 or £5 to send. So you're actually, probably paying less per item if you think about it.
I certainly wouldn't send them back. I remember seeing a couple of people, or one person, I think, on one of the groups on Facebook saying that they were disappointed with theirs and they were going to send it back. And I kind of thought, well, you know what you're doing. It's a charity. And like with my things, you know, I'm going to put them on Vinted because I think, well, I can get that £3.75 back if I really want to. Or like you said, if you're not that bothered, you can redonate. But if you're really skint and you need clothing, you probably won't do it this way because every penny counts. If every penny counts, you're not going to risk £15 on potentially 4 items of clothing that you might not like or might not fit you. So it's not going to suit everybody. But if you're somebody who spends too much on clothes and wants to kind of rein it in and actually do some good while you're buying the clothes, then it might be good for you. So it might be a good thing. It's better than fast fashion, isn't it?
Definitely. But I think that being said, I think nowadays there is online charity shops. You've got Vintage, you've got Depop, you've even got actual charity shops that have online things.
You do. The actual charity shops online I've found tends to be their high-end designer stuff that you find on those, or vintage stuff, which cost a lot more. But if you just want standard stuff, Vintage is brilliant. Vintage is very good. People aren't overcharging.
Vintage is great. Yeah, you can get literally things for like £2-3 because it's people that, I think Depop's turned more into a business, whereas
very much
Vintage just want to clear up. But I think that's the thing. It's like secondhand clothing's so accessible these days that I get maybe if you were homebound or we were still, in a lockdown and you wanted to do good and this was the only option, that would be great. But I think because now it is like Vinted and Depop, you can choose specifically the things you like. And so it's kind of like that hard thing of they really have to get it really right for people to return. And I think I'd probably do it again. But then if I got, my next box was nothing and the box after that was nothing I'd wear, you might start to be like, oh, I'm spending 15 quid at a time when I could go to my local charity shop and spend £15 on 4 things I love and I'm going to get so much wear out of. But I think it's like an interesting concept and I think it's a really good idea. And like, as we are in such a consumerist world these days of, Shein and Pretty Little Thing and all these companies that totally, we're fast fashion basically. I think it's such a nice idea because otherwise that stuff that they're not selling, they could just send that to landfill, but they're actually doing something with it. And like you said, going to a charity, so I
think it may not be stuff they're not selling. I think that it costs a lot of money to run a shop. If you think about it, I don't think they have to pay business rates, charities, but they have to pay rent, they have to heat the shop, they have to light the shop, they have to have somebody to manage the shop, they have to have someone to manage volunteers. And actually maybe this means that they can sell more stuff with fewer shops. So obviously it needs some organisation because they have to go and select the things. They say they carefully select the things that you choose. Well, actually that's a point as well, going back to you saying about needing more questions. If they are selecting them by hand, which they obviously are, then just even if they had a box at the bottom saying, please let us know your real dislikes. You could actually say no short skirts or no tight clothes, or something like that, and then that would just really help them to choose. So I think I like the idea, but I think they're being really innovative and clever, and it hopefully is stopping items going to landfill or just sitting unsold, or maybe they'd have to sell it off really, really cheaply to the rag man or whatever. So it's good in that respect.
Yeah, I said to my flatmate, actually, I was talking to her about it because she thought it was a great idea. And I was saying, even if, maybe they did pick 4 things for 15 and they had everything on the website and you could sort of pick and choose your own 4 of things you really like and you'd probably really wear, that might be a good idea as well, because
that would be too difficult because you've got to photograph those things. Someone's got to spend a lot of time photographing those things for you to select, which would mean probably they'd end up selling a lot less. This is a lot easier for them and less labour intensive.
That's true.
And some people like the idea of the mystery box, don't they? You get the mystery, you don't know what you're going to get. But I think they just need to be able to focus it a bit better and hone it so that you're much more likely to like what you get and rebuy. But I mean, I'm quite supportive of it. I think I like the concept. I just think they need to fine tune it a little bit.
Yeah, definitely. I'm in agreement. I think it's something I'd probably actually try again. Like, I'd be quite interested to try.
I'd be interested if you get one and if your housemate gets one, and I'd love to see what comes in the next 2 boxes, because at the moment I think, well, yesterday I went to the £1 charity shop, got this jumper, I got another what did I get? I got another top. I got 2 tops. So I spent £3. One of the tops is too small, so I'll just redonate that one. And the other one, again, it's something I'm going to wear. So that's for £3. So if I know I can do that, and I'm going to get things that I know I'm going to wear, and also I quite enjoy having a mosey around a charity shop. So, I quite enjoy that element. So I probably won't use it again unless they really fine tune it, in which case I would give it another go then.
Yeah.
So I suppose we should really give them some feedback. Really.
Definitely.
We'll send them a link to this YouTube video at the end. See what they think. Or I should say as well. I mean, I will say now, I'll probably say this in the intro as well, but we both bought these boxes. They weren't gifted, so this isn't a sponsored post or anything. It's just something we felt like trying because people on My Secondhand and Frugal Life, my Facebook group, had mentioned it. Some people were really pleased with theirs, and some people weren't so pleased. So it's not sponsored.
No, we just thought it'd be a good idea to, have a go at it. I think you said, it's a fun concept. It's interesting, and the idea of mystery is, I got home to my box and I thought, oh, I've got, a present almost. So it was quite fun. The whole process was fun. It did take, I'll just mention, it did take 8 days for them to post it. So that
took a lot longer, didn't it? Mine was here a good week before yours, wasn't it?
Yeah, but it took 8 days to be actually shipped. So that's quite interesting. But I guess if they are really hand picking it and taking the time, that's quite, I'll allow that. That's fine. It's, it's
so don't expect a really fast turnover. I guess that it might possibly be that they're using all volunteers in their warehouse, and it depends on who they've got there. But mine was here a lot quicker. I think mine only took about a week to get here, and yours was a good week after that, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think there was a bit of strike action after it had been shipped, so we'll allow for that. Again, they might be a small team, they're volunteers. Like, I was in no rush to get it, so I actually really don't mind it at all. And like you said, they're hand picking things and carefully going through things, and that's absolutely fine.
And everything was clean, wasn't it? It's like sometimes you go into charity shops and it smells a bit musty. These actually smelled like they've been washed, didn't they?
Yeah, I
don't know if they steamed them all or what, but they felt like they'd been washed, and they were really kind of, I don't know if they'd been pressed, but they looked just,
clean,
ready to go.
I thought that actually when I put the jumper on. Normally you put a jumper on after buying it and you get that kind of musty charity shop smell as you put it on. I thought, oh, this doesn't smell of anything. It's nice. So you
didn't feel like you had to put it straight in the wash basket.
Yeah, and it was beautifully packaged, and I had a little handwritten note, which I thought was really nice touch. So that's
eco-friendly packaging as well. It was all just a little paper thing around the clothing and a cardboard box, isn't it?
Yeah, that's the thing. I think I don't mind waiting a bit longer for something that has a bit of care gone into it as well, because they could have just picked the first 4 items they saw and not considered what I like, but you could tell they actually had considered my choices and things like that. So it was really nice, and I think it's definitely a good idea.
So I guess actually I said I was keeping 1 out of the 4 of mine, but that's not true, because I decided to keep those trousers, which I thought weren't very nice. They were like Daymark trousers, because they're actually really comfortable, and I thought actually these will be brilliant just if I'm painting, or just taking the dog out, or if I'm doing a bit of gardening or something like that. They're really comfortable trousers, so just keep them rather than wreck my jeans, when I'm doing those things. So actually I did get 2 out of 4, so the same as you. So altogether then, an interesting exercise. You're going to repeat it, I might not repeat it, and be really interested to hear what people think in the comments, and whether they have had any success, whether they've tried this, and whether they know of any similar kind of charity boxes that we can perhaps try. So is there anything else you want to add?
No, I think you've covered it all, really. Good, interesting experiment.
It was.
I think overall great idea, and hopefully as they grow they'll fine tune, and we can get more kind of specific products for our taste. But I think they did a really good job considering everything. I was really happy with it, and I think it's something you should all try at least once.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, try it at least once. So, okay. Well, thanks very much for coming back to my channel. I'll see you soon.
Thanks. Bye.
Bye. Well, I hope that was interesting for you. We certainly found it to be. And as Izzy said, she's going to give it another try. I'm not sure if I will, but I might. I'll see how I go, and I'll see what Izzy's next box is like. So, If you have done something similar, do let us know in the comments below how you found the experience, whether you thought it was worthwhile. I do want to support the hospice in this because I think it's a great concept. As we said in our chat, just needs a bit of fine tuning, I think. So anyway, that's it for today. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Bye for now.